Hello, my name is Sarvesh Takle and my roll number is 19AC01045. So I will be showing you my MATLAB code for experiment number 2. So this is the part A, which I have written as question 1. So this is basic beginning. These are all the variables, like this is the time, this is complex time, this is discrete time, and this is complex discrete time. So these are my functions. Unit steps, continuous time, discrete time, pulse, continuous time, discrete time, signum, continuous time, discrete time, ramp, continuous time, discrete time, complex exponential, increasing and decreasing both in continuous time and discrete time, real exponential, both in, increasing and decreasing in continuous time and discrete time. So, and then there is sinusoidal, continuous time and discrete time, causal exponential, continuous time, discrete time, impulse, continuous time, discrete time. So now I'll run this. So these are all my plots. So let's move to question number 2. This is for periodic triangular waveform with period of 4. So the periodic triangular waveform is nothing but the sawtooth waveform, and period of 4, that's why 2 pi t by 4. So this is for continuous time, this is for discrete time. Wait, let me confirm now. This is all the initialization, clear out, close of CLC, and then these are all the variables. Sawtooth waveform, fundamental period of 3 seconds. So that's why sawtooth divided by 3. Then there is, okay, this for continuous time, this is same for discrete time. With instead of t, we are keeping n. Then this is sinusoidal CT waveform with 1 milliseconds. So similar in this code, divided by 0.001, which is 1 millisecond. So we have this pulse waveform and pulse width of 1. So like period of 4. So that's why pulse period into 4, so that each has a period of 4. Pulse width 1, which we wanted, and the simple plotting of a pulse waveform. And that was for continuous time, and this is for discrete time. And this is square waveform. So this is simply the frequency, which is we have period of 4, so frequency will be 1 by time period. So that, and duty, which is 50. So like we're importing these two and we get a graph. This was for continuous time, this is for discrete time. And this is the triangular waveform, which I said is nothing but sawtooth waveform. So in this we are given period of 4, so that's why divided by 4. These are question number 2, and now question number 3. This is basically part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, like of the main question. So this is the output of the signal yt x1t. X1 is this, x2t is this, x is in this, and y is simply the output of this is the superposition of these three signals. So we have plotted this. Let's run question number 2 first. This is all the waveform we get. And now, as we discussed the question part C, let's run it too. So this is the superposition, these are the superposition. So now question number 4, or part D. This is initial, this is time, and then we have to sketch the signal multiplication, x1 into x2t. x1t is this, x2t is this. So signal multiplication. The dot is here so that we have two vectors, so that we can get multiplication of corresponding, like for x1 t1 and x2 t2, x1 t1 and x2 t1, both the values get multiplied, not the x1 t1 and x2 t2, something like that. So this is the basic code. Now I'll run it. So this is what we get. So you can see the magnitude is never more than 0.5, because the when you multiply these two functions you get like 0.5 is the max period as we are multiplying it. So now let's go to the MATLAB GUI. So I have named basic GUI. So this is the opening function which always runs. So always runs first. So these are all my variables initialization, and this is the handles.peaks, this is handles membrane, and now these are all the functions that we covered in question 1 and question 2. And this is for the unit step. See, all are the same. So and this handles is the data structure used in GUI. So like I'm saying that handles, in handles the rect pulse 2 equals to rect pulse 2, that is this rectangular pulse. So I'm doing this for all the like different functions. So this is there, and then so uh, this is the drop down menu. For drop down menu you can see pop menu 1 callback. So we are saying string and value. So this value is the value we select from the drop down menu. So as if we select unit step CT, so the switch will run and the case will be checked. If we select unit step DT, this will be false, this will be true. So the handle dot current data, which is the current data we are working on, like it is sort of the main uh, variable of the structure. So we will equate that to handles dot unit step D, which we defined earlier. So after we do this, we have to select either uh, either plot or either stem. For continuous time functions we have to use plot, and for discrete time functions we use stem. So these are the callbacks. So as we select as we according to this switch, as any of them gets executed, like this case suppose real exponential increase. So handles dot current data will be equal to handles dot expo AI, we declared in main function. So now current data is this. So when we will click on either uh, plot or stem, our handles dot current data will be plotted with respect to either t or n. So this is that. So now I'll show you by running it. So you can see this is some basic plot. Now let's select anything, for example rectangular pulse dt. So when I'll stem it, so see this is discrete time period. So discrete time, so suppose real exponential increasing continuous time plot. So this we have plotted the periodic sawtooth waveform plot. So see continuous time, let's do the same in discrete time. See we have got this. So we can check for any of this, but for remember for continuous time you will have to select plot, and for discrete time you will have to select stem, or it won't work for some this is coming because like the vector length is not same, because we are using current data both, we are plotting current data with respect to both n and t. n and t, n is the length of n is not equal to length of t. So it will work only in one case. So here is this plot successful, and now causal exponential ct plot. So we can check for more here, not let's check for sine function dt. So this is my experiment number 2 for SS lab. That's it.